Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about types of reactions. There are 5 types of reactions: synthesis, decomposition, single replacement, double replacement, and combustion. You need to be able to identify which is which. Our first example is synthesis. It means 2 or more elements or compounds combined to make one complex substance. You'll notice there is always only one product. So that's a good way to tell if it's synthesis. It has one product. Here's an example of a synthesis reaction. Potassium and chlorine combine to make potassium chloride. Second type of reaction, decomposition. Compounds break down into simpler substances. The example is sodium chloride breaks down into sodium and chlorine. The way to tell this type of reaction is it has one reactant. Generally, AB yields A plus B. An example of a decomposition reaction. Here's single replacement. It occurs when one element replaces another element in a compound. So every time you see a single replacement, it will have an element and one compound yielding an element and a compound. That is what the general equation is. Compound plus element yields compound plus element. Okay. Example of a single replacement, we have lithium plus water yields lithium hydroxide and hydrogen. Our double replacement are the longest types of reaction. They occur when 2 different atoms switch places. So in this example, we have magnesium oxide plus calcium sulfide, and the oxygen and sulfur are going to change places to make magnesium sulfide and calcium oxide. Generally, AB plus CD yields AD plus CD. These have 2 compounds on the reactant side and 2 compounds on the product side. There's some more examples. Sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid yields water and salt. Our final type of reaction is combustion. In combustion reactions, a hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen gas. This is called burning. In order for something to burn, you need 3 things: fuel, oxygen, and something to ignite the spark. In general, combustion reactions are always some kind of hydrocarbon, so carbon and hydrogen in some form, plus oxygen, yielding carbon dioxide and water. The products are always carbon dioxide and water. So that is the dead giveaway that it is a combustion reaction. All right. Now we have some mixed practice, identifying and balancing. So what type of reaction do you think this is? There are compound yielding compound and compound. If you said double replacement, that is correct. In order to balance it, we draw our line, write our elements, and count them. The things that are different are chlorine and hydrogen. It's 2 on the left and only 1 on the right. So I need a coefficient of 2. in front of my H and CO. And then everything is balanced. In our second example, we have carbon and hydrogen mixed with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. The carbon dioxide and water are the giveaway here. This is a combustion reaction. Draw that line. We're going to count C, H, and O. Okay. First, I'm going to balance my carbon by putting a 6 as a coefficient. That changes my oxygen as well to 13. Next, I'm going to balance my hydrogen by putting a 6 in front of water. That changes my oxygen as well to 18. Then I need to go back to the left and balance out my oxygen by putting a 9. And then everything is balanced. In example number 3, we have an element, zinc, replacing something in a compound. So it kicked out the copper and replaced it in the compound. That is a single replacement reaction. Okay. And if you notice, everything here is in fact balanced once we calculate it, once we count it. So it is already done. In example number 4, we have two things combining together. That makes it a synthesis reaction. To balance it, we need to count. Br is not balanced, so I'm going to put a 2 in front of the cesium bromide. Then my cesium is not balanced, so I'm going to put a 2 in front of the cesium. For our last example, we have one thing, one reactant, decomposing. So this is decomposition. It splits apart. And here again, after we count, everything is balanced. So for homework, you guys are just balancing and doing the type, just like I did for the mixed practice. If you have any questions, please let me know.